Hey, so before the video starts, I actually just wanted to say that I shot this video like a couple of weeks ago, I think 3 or so weeks ago, and I wasn't able to post it then, and then I got busy, and then Christmas time came along, and I shot a video for The Witcher the other day, and I was gonna post that first, and I was gonna redo this one, but I decided, you know what, let's just, because I already edited it and whatnot, so here's that. The Mandalorian. Hello, and welcome back to Kaykes Reviews. Today, as you can tell from the title or the, the title, wherever the title is when you're watching, I'm reviewing The Mandalorian, a new series, the Star Wars franchise. I guess Disney owned, obviously, and all that jazz and whatever. So let's just get started, huh? The Mandalorian came out a couple of weeks ago. Like I think there's like 6 episodes now, so about 6 weeks ago. But I've only seen I think four episodes. Four, yeah. Actually, if I've only seen four, that means there's only 5 episodes out because I just haven't seen the last one. And anywho, regardless of how many episodes I've seen, I could have told you this review from just watching the first one and actually maybe the second and third also. But hey, let's just get into it. So, The Mandalorian, I don't know if you know the story. I don't really know the story. All I know is what's happened in the episodes that I've seen. And what's happened is, well, there's this dude. He's a bounty hunter. He's a part of a race or a people called Mandalorians, and he's just the main focus of the story because he's like the number one bounty hunter or whatever in this whole bounty hunter like league or uh, register or whatever. I forget the name they use, but yeah, it's about him and his adventures, I guess. So straight to it. A couple of things that I don't like about the show is number one. There's no, the classic Star Wars, the classic Star Wars. It starts with the roly sort of explanation of what's been going down and whatnot. Just a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. That whole bit with the start. They didn't have that, and I feel like that's something that was lacking because that's what if no matter who walks into the room, once they see that, they know, oh, this is a Star Wars thing, and that was just something they didn't have. I was very disappointed that they didn't have that. I would have loved to have seen that, and then just also to explain like a little backstory about the Mandalorian. But maybe that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to explain. My God, my hands are doing the thing again. Maybe that's what they're trying to do. They're just trying to not give you the backstory and try to explain the backstory as the character maybe progresses, and you get to see why he makes certain decisions or what, just because of his backstory, and then they may do flashbacks or whatever. So maybe that's the reason for that, and if it is, well, then okay, fine. I mean, it's a small thing. It's not, but I mean, would have made it like a classic Star Wars. I would have. Doesn't matter. Second thing, you don't really know like when it's going on. It was never. Maybe if they did the whole really story thingy at the beginning, you'd know exactly when it was. Like if it's like so many years after the Rise of Skywalker, which is about to come out. I'm probably gonna watch. I might even review that. Huh? Who knows? But that's the thing. It might be then. It might be happening. It might happen in between. The last uh the original trilogy and this new one, somewhere between the. I don't actually know. The only thing that might give us a clue to when it happens is the fact that there's stormtroopers in the series, and yeah, it's not a spoiler. You see it in the first episode. It's nothing. No one even talks about it. You just kind of see them. They're there. Well, the uniform at least. I don't know if they're called stormtroopers, but anywho, maybe that's a sort of clue because, like, I know the stormtroopers have changed. They must have slightly changed in the stores, I think. I may be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they have. And that might be a little clue as to when the time is. But just not knowing when is just, it's weird. I'd just like to make the connections, but maybe that's just me. Again, this is just what I think about it. So, yeah. And then the biggest thing that I didn't like about the series was when they used the term years. I hated that so much because year is something that we use on Earth as a time, as a unit of time where the Earth revolves around the sun. Now, even in our solar system, other planets, maybe they have the same term year, but uh, like it's different because like I think Mercury oh no, not Mercury, what's the one before us? Mercury, Mars. No, yes, Mars. Mars's years are shorter than ours. Obviously they're closer and it's just less of, so that's that's the thing. I think Mercury's is like 100 and something days is a revolution around the sun for them. So their years would be. But then the fact that they use years as the unit of measurement in the actual Star Wars universe is kind of just like bad writing. They can make up their own, but they used years, which is kind of for me. I was just like, oh my god, why would you do that? Because even if they were using years as a measurement on the planet that they were on, the story doesn't just stay on the one planet. It goes to other planets. So that was something that wasn't great for me in it. I'm pretty sure I made a Facebook post about it. And yeah, I was pretty upset. But you know, all in all, it's a good show. Those were, I think, the only things that I really didn't like about it. Which brings me to things that I really liked about it. Uh, what I like about Star Wars is their use of prosthetics and puppets as opposed to just CG. You know, like I mean, they obviously use CG. It's 2019. Like, come on, obviously. But I like the fact that in this, and even if you check out the other Star Wars films, like the spin-offs or what, they still try to use a lot of prosthetics and they try to use puppets and stuff. So I really like that about it. Like it's just like sort of an homage to the you know the old movies where everything was a puppet. Yoda was basically a backpack with someone's hand in the thing. Probably, I don't know. I haven't seen the behind the scenes of 1977's Star Wars. I don't know. Maybe it was 76. I don't know when it came. I'm not even gonna fret. I'm Anywho, that was really cool for me. I liked seeing that. Also, I guess what's good is the acting. Is pretty good or okay. I guess I haven't really paid much. Well, you can't see the main dude's face for one. You don't you don't really see it, and so you can't tell his facial expressions. But through the voice, you can kind of tell when he's surprised or like sort of just angry or whatever. And that's pretty cool, I guess. I mean, Star Wars was never big on acting. It was more about the pew 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 pew, duck duck pew pew. Run, run, pew, 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 pew. You know, and then the pew, 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 pew. And the story's cool. It's progressive, I guess, in the last, well, the last, in the episodes that I've seen, which is like the first couple. The story is actually like gone somewhere. It hasn't like lingered in a place too long for no reason. It's like it's actually sort of progressing, and you maybe like start to get to know the Mandalorian and his character a bit, which is cool. And yeah, I mean, another awesome part of the Mandalorian is at the end credits, like for like the first part of the end credits, you know, like in many movies, they have this awesome like I think it is this like concept artwork. I think I don't know. Maybe it was like done after the filming or whatever, but it just looks so cool. And as someone that's in like the visual industry, I like that, and I think that's like it adds something to it. And every episode, like you wanna like at the end of the thing when there's like a thing like a cliffhanger or whatever, you always just like want to go to the next one. This actually makes me at least keep watching just to see the different, because it's like a slide of different scenes from the episode, and they're like painted, so it's like it's really cool. I think it's really cool, and I watched that too. So just had a massive cut. There was just something that was it sounded like a car falling out of the sky, and it's just there's a lot of wind today in Cape Town, so I needed to check it out because that would have been amazing. Like, well, and sad if there was people in it. Well, even if there wasn't people in it, that's someone's car. Anywho, what I was saying about the Mandalorian was it is a great well, great is maybe an overstatement, but it's a good series. I think I'm gonna continue to watch it, and if you like Star Wars or like sci-fi or anything, then give it a shot. Maybe you like it, but maybe you won't. It's all about the individual, which is why this isn't like a professional thing. I'm not gonna give it a rating at the end of this. I'm not gonna do that because there's probably criterias that people rate, like all these sites rated on, and I'm not gonna do all that. Like, God. So my final word is watch it. Give it a shot. Maybe just the first episode. If you don't like the first episode, well, then just let it be. I don't know if it's gonna be something that everybody talks about, like Game of Thrones, but it's still pretty cool. So, hey, it's up to you, really. Love you. Bye.